Rare as rocking horse droppings, as they say. So there's nothing else to do but to get on with it. I'm really excited. Hello and welcome back to Norfolkfords. Mystery parcel. I know what it is, you don't. There's no other way of putting it, but I've been waiting for this for a very long time. It's been a long process trying to find the right one. Rare as rocking horse droppings, as they say. So there's nothing else to do but to get on with it. I'm really excited. We have a back window! So, I come across this on Facebook Marketplace, on the Ford Appreciation Society. Popped up, I sent a message and I literally said, I want that window. And there was no question about it. I was going to have this window. And here it is. It's all there. Every part we need for it. Needs a bit of a tidy up, a bit of a clean, maybe a bit of paint, you know what we're like. But we have a back window. So that's incredible. You know what's even better? We've got more. Not just have we got back window. We have a back window. Let's actually move the camera. So yeah, they've packaged it fairly well. And this is from nailsvintage.com. The people I spoke to trying to get hold of these parts, very helpful, very patient, and they knew what they were talking about. So if I need any more bits for my tractor, or maybe some more Fords in time, I will definitely give them a ring for bits, because they just knew what they were talking about, and they sorted me out real well. So, put the knife away. It's quite a lot of bubble wrap. What did we come across first? Right. First up, we have a new rear light bracket with cable, which I wasn't expecting. So I already have one of these. It's in pretty much exactly the same state as this one. I know, Ruby. So nothing I wasn't expecting, but that is exactly what we need, because with this I can get this shot blasted down, because I've got lots of little brackets like this which have got quite bad sort of scaly rust on it, which would really benefit from shot blasting. So I'm going to get a bit of a pile up of brackets in this condition for shot blasting, and then have a good go in the spray booth. I haven't used the spray booth yet, but it is ready for use, so hopefully we'll get some of these bits in. So, and I know what a lot of people will say, if you put lights on the tractor you'll have to work in the dark. Well, maybe I want to work in the dark, because I've been excited to get this tractor going for a lot of years now. So I've now got two brackets, like they should have. Well, I say they should have. I imagine they came as... Yes, hello, Ruby. I imagine they came with two brackets, or maybe it was an extra to have more lights, but my tractor, when I started the restoration, only had one bracket. And the other side, because this goes through the fiberglass roof, this is still a bit of somebody else's fiberglass roof attached. Hello, Ruby. Mine was snapped off, so don't know, but I'm going to redo all this bolt, probably remove that bolt entirely, so I'm just left with the bracket. But that's perfect, isn't it, Ruby? It's perfect. Right, next up, these are some of the more exciting bits. This, I haven't seen any pictures of this yet. So I bought this, just going off the description of it. And already, that looks in quite nice condition actually. This is the vent panel that sits at the front. Would you look at that? It's got a mark, it's got a bit chipped out there. That's not the end of the world, because I can't find this panel for love nor money. But these guys, they had it. So I had it. But luckily, I should think, looking at the pattern on this might be off a 4600. But I've still got my original vents, because these vents, yeah, they should all twist, but these look a bit knackered. That middle one's all right. These are a little bit knackered, but it was the plastic I needed. But we've got that now, so that sits at the front of the cab. Which way round does it sit? Yeah, sits that way round, so your windscreen's there. That comes down your windscreen, then you can angle it towards yourself, open it more, close it off. So that's where your heater comes in. So that, amazing find. It's pretty clean. You know, get a bit of polish on that and that'll come up perfect. You know, chip out of it, I'm not bothered, because I couldn't find this for love nor money. So here we are, we've got one. Oh, it's got glitter. Why is it? They've sent me it all with glitter. I reckon this is their leftover bubble wrap from Christmas. Yeah, it's full of glitter. It's left over from Christmas. This last piece is the radio, washer, and fan and heater panel. And this is perfect. This is exactly what I needed. These decals can be redone. That's just a thin bit of tin, but they can be cleaned up. The plastic is just a bit of dust, that's fine, but the plastic is all there. So yet again, another perfect find. So these were the three big pieces that I was missing. These two, and the rear window. These were the three big pieces that I was struggling to find. So I'm well chuffed that I just found them all in one place. It was just one of those happy things that just fell into place just before Christmas. I got it, are these all rocked up about a week ago? Yeah, about a week ago. And I've sat them on the pallet because I haven't had the time to unwrap them on camera. But I'm well glad I made the effort to buy them. What do you think, Ruby? Are they good? Yes. Yeah. Unfortunately, when I took my tractor apart, these two panels were destroyed by somebody's foot, and apparently it was an accident. There's glitter all on the floor now. That's going to be funny. So yeah, now we're left with the window, and there's nothing else to say apart from it's the window. The annoying thing with Fords were they decided that for the 3 cylinders, well, the 3 cylinders have got a slightly smaller cab. It's not noticeable, and truth is, I don't know where it's smaller, but apparently it is smaller. And the way the frame's made is, they made it so you had a one-piece window with this little flip-down shelf. Then you had a slide window out here. I've still got my slide window. The perspex on it is completely opaque. You can't see it through. You can't see through it at all. So you'd have the slide window. You'd put that in. You'd then shut your window, and you'd shut your little flap here, your little shelf, what they called it. And then you'd have two latches that come over and hold this down. And that's how these windows stayed shut. They're not on a gas wrap, they're on these simple twists. So they need looking at. These are going to need looking at and unseizing, because I can't get that to move at all. I don't want to pull it too hard. But again, these little tin brackets on the window, and even the ones that I've still put back on the tractor, need coming off and going through a shot blast, because they just got too much flake off, and they've got too many little crevices like that where I can't get a wire wheel, so we're going to have to shot blast. But here's the window. Take her off. They did a real good job of powering this up. It's lovely inside. Oh, around the strap. There we are. Knife white. So the window also has little locks up here. Oh, I see. I've got one plastic lug here, which the window can slot in, and then, no, not the window, sorry, the shelf sits in, but this bottom one, it's come off, or there's something different in place. That looks like a different bracket, so that may have had some sort of clip to secure it. So we need to look into what that needs. That hinge is there. And you've got to be careful with that, because I think that is that metal or not? I can't. It might be metal. Yeah, it's quite thin. So I don't think that'll take a lot of force. But the seal sits there. It's broken off at the top here. And I bet you'll struggle to find another one. But it's also come off. If I turn it to the camera, the seal that this sits, the seal sits in a little valley, which then is tacked on to the frame. Now we've got to do something with that, because that's come off, and then the seal itself isn't really a lot of good. It's incredibly firm and hard, so you're not going to get any benefit out of that. What I'd like to do is actually take the whole frame apart and get new seals in it and give it a good clean up, because you see here it doesn't look like this frame's been apart before, so there's still probably the original glass from this tractor, but the seals on this are all starting to pull out. Yeah, it's pulled out, see, pushing itself away from the frame corner, which isn't looking good. So that all wants redoing here. And if you look at the screws, they're still in good nick, so this is still probably the original window, which also means this frame has probably never been hit, which also means it's going to be straight. And it looks perfect. As I'm eyeballing it right now, it looks perfect. But what we have got to work on is oiling this hinge, because that feels a little bit solid to me. It's quite good. I thought it'd be a lot worse. But interestingly enough, it's had a little weld there. I don't know if that's how they're attached or not. There's just one little weld there, and one little weld there. And they look neat enough to be factory, but at the same time, Can't see what holds it in the middle. Can't see anything that holds it in the middle unless it's tacked in the middle. I don't know. But interesting just to have a look, to finally have the hardest can be piece of glass for a Ford in your hands. It's quite interesting to see what is in it and how it works. Because I know I'm not the only one that struggles to find a back window. Truth is, I was getting borderline, ready to buy a scrapped out 3-cylinder just for the window and those plastic panels. That's how hard to come by these windows can be. But I'm glad I've got it. It's another part of the project closer. So like I said, I think I'll strip this bugger out, go through every bit of rubber on this. I don't really want to risk breaking the glass. You can get the glass, but the frame is the most valuable part of this. This is the hardest part to find. I am a very happy bunny. In fact, a happy bunny does not do this justice. Because this is fantastic to have this finally in my hand. It really is. As silly as it sounds, it's an old window from a tractor that was made from before I was born, but I've been looking for this bit of glass for 5 years, possibly 6, I can't remember. I've had it since 2016 is when I first started on the tractor, really. So yeah, that is 6 years. Isn't that crazy? Looking for a bit of glass for 6 years. Of course, I haven't been looking every single second of 6 years, but on and off. You just have a look on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and eventually I found one. So I'm very happy indeed. So I guess we shall start stripping it out soon. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed a little bit of an oddball unboxing video, but I just thought, seeing how much I've anticipated this window, I thought we'd give it the sort of grand entrance it deserved. And hopefully in the next couple of weeks I'll pull my finger out and this will be on the tractor along with those panels. Then we can start getting an interior in, and we can start getting decals, getting them last little details, because she is a working tractor. If you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you might have seen that I've actually had the plough on the back and had a little plough down the allotment, just for a bit of fun. Didn't really do a good job of ploughing, but I had a good bit of fun. Tractor's fine. There's a few leaks that need revisiting. The diesel pump is just needs reseating the pipes, I think, but that's fine. Where else was it leaking? It was leaking a little bit out of the hydraulic pump where that sits on the side of the housing. Annoyingly, that was one of the first gaskets I changed on the tractor, so I guess we just revisit that one again. But that's the beauty of having an old bit of equipment. You got to keep an eye on it. But we're here now. We have a window. The project can now take it up again. We're going to get this, we're going to strip it out, we're going to do an absolutely lovely job getting this ready to go back on that tractor. We're going to get all these cleaned up as well, all these little brackets painted again. So, like and subscribe, follow us on Facebook and Instagram. I've been Lewis Eves, this has been Norfolkfords. Thank you very much for watching, and farm safe.